Gary, you're on the air, and then we'll go right to the news block. Go ahead, Gary.
Hello?
Yes, Gary.
Yes, I'm with the local Star Trek group. Well, actually, it's based out of Indianapolis. I'm just north of Indianapolis, and the group is Starfleet Command, and I'm the commander of Starbase 6, which means I'm in charge of all the Star Trek clubs here in Indiana. And what I've done is I've put together a Star Trek float for the Anderson, Indiana Midnight Parade, and it actually starts on the night of July 3rd, which puts us as the first parade in the nation to start off. And what I've done is I've put together the helm, the chair.
How old are you?
I'm 50 years old.
50?
And you're in charge of the Star Trek clubs for all of what, the Midwest?
Indiana.
All of Indiana. The
Indiana.
Starfleet Command is based out of Indianapolis. That's where the Admiralty Board is at. And basically what they do is they're in charge of all the Star Trek clubs throughout the world.
Yeah, we heard that. We heard that.
Okay. So,
and what can I do for you, Commander? I assume you're a commander, right?
That's correct.
All right.
Basically, what I want to do is I wanted to see if you could sponsor sending George Takei here in for the float.
Are you a married man?
However, yes, I am.
With children?
With 2 children.
And you participate in a club where you have to give up hours of your life for the Star Trek?
Well, it's right. It's all for the love of Star Trek.
And you make...
Is your whole family into this?
Well, I think they think I'm kind of nutty sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Are you the most powerful nerd on the planet that you are now?
Evidently, I must be, because my son, my youngest son, last year when I put on a Star Wars float, he wanted nothing to do with my nerdiness. Then when I had Vader's 501st show up in full gear, he decided, oh, I want to be on the float. So he portrayed my other... I had 2 Darth Vaders.
Do you want to... Do you go to these conventions, these Star Trek conventions?
I go to all sorts of conventions. If you look on my MySpace, you'll see a ton of pictures where I've won first place.
Yeah.
You go dressed up.
Contest.
And this is your thing, huh?
Oh, yeah. Gen Con Indianapolis last year, they have about...
Do you know Gamorrean Guard?
Gamorrean Guard?
Yeah.
No, I'm afraid not.
That's Star Wars.
I know, but you're not into Star Wars?
Well, I'm a little bit into Star Wars, just like I said.
What is the best Star Trek episode ever?
Well, to me, I believe it's the arena, where Kirk has to use his wits to beat the Gorn.
Where Kirk beats the Gorn?
Right, he puts that weapon together with the bamboo tube, and he has to shove some coal in there, and he found some diamonds, and
I don't
he
recall that
basically
one.
make gunpowder.
That's from the original series.
That's from the TOS. That's the original series.
You can't compare that to the Doomsday episode, the Doomsday Machine.
Did you hear that? That's from the TOS?
What's the TOS?
The original series.
TOS is the original.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're the nerdiest.
Commander Decker in the Doomsday Machine. Now that was a pretty wacky one.
What about that was from DSN?
The Doomsday Machine, that was from TOS.
That's TOS.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, I got to tell you, is your family depressed that you spend so much time with Star Trek?
I think my wife gets that way sometimes.
Yeah, I bet, huh?
With your family, you better start thinking about the TNG.
What's that?
The next
The next
generation.
generation.
What do
Captain
you
Picard and all that.
What do you do for a living, can I ask?
I'm a security officer.
Oh.
Security guard.
Right.
And how do you dress up? You say you won a few contests. What do you dress up
Well, at Gen Con, my buddy dressed up as Captain Kirk, and I dressed up as Tom Paris from Star Trek Voyager. And I came out and I said, I'm Tom Paris from Starship Voyager, and I brought Captain Kirk from the Nexus, and I want to see if my impersonations are better than the actual Captain Kirk. So I brought him out on stage, and I said, I told him just before we got on stage, I changed the whole routine. I said, just follow my lead. He's like, what?
Do you ever pretend you're guarding the Enterprise or something like that?
Well, no.
You keep working this
when
separate.
When you're at work, I don't know what you guard.
Well,
like you guard a bank or something?
Our local Star Trek group, we do security for different conventions. So
yeah, no, what I'm saying is when you're at work, I don't know what you guard. I mean, do you guard a bank or what kind of establishment do you guard?
It's a government center.
Government, do you ever pretend you're on the Enterprise to get through the night, let's say, or get through the day?
Or that's the Federation or something?
Right.
Well, like late at night, you hop on the computer, on the elevator. It's got that computerized voice, and it says, floor number 1 or whatever, or going up, and I'll say, Kirk the Bridge, and
Right. All right.
When you're all by yourself.
Time.
Yeah, well, you make sure you're by yourself when you say Kirk the Bridge, right?
Yeah, I don't think my supervisor.
Well, this is your lucky day because on the phone with me is George Takei, so you can speak with him.
Excellent.
Would you like that?
Yes, I would.
And your idea is to have him show up at the float?
And that would be nice. Or
Right.
if you want to ride in a convertible, we can get him a convertible to ride in if he doesn't want to be on the float.
And the Star Trek people refer to you as Commander Gary?
That's correct.
All right. George, hi. This is Commander Gary.
Hi, how are you?
All right, Gary, what do you want to say to George?
This doesn't sound like George.
What's the commotion all about?
The commotion is about this guy wants you to appear.
Where do you live?
Just north of Indianapolis in Anderson, Indiana.
Indiana.
How stupid and how ignorant you are.
Yeah, well, I've met George at a few different conventions, and this doesn't sound anything like him.
Oh, that's him.
That's him.
Yeah, absolutely, it's him.
George, do you, this guy wants you to show up for free, I guess, huh?
Oh,
No, we both enjoy each other.
All right. Well, George, thank you.
You know, Time Magazine last year had a whole article that said gay teens, generally, homosexuality isn't a big thing.
Gary, how do you feel about that?
it's not my thing, but I don't, get on anybody.
George is a gay man. Do you know that?
Oh, I know that. And the cool thing about George is when he was signing my autograph one time, he goes, "Where are you from?" And I said, "I'm from Indiana." And he goes, "Oh, Hoosier." He's got that deep resonant voice. Oh, man.
Well, you got him.
Oh, you got him
George
laughing.
remembers that.
You got him laughing.
Your mouth.
Right, George. Well, you're cracking George up, that's for sure.
This guy sounds like a brilliant improv actor, though. You say you changed the routine right before you went on stage.
And I went up there and I yelled out, "Con!" And my buddy dressed as Captain Kirk, he went up there and he said, "I'm not mad at him anymore." And he was just killing the crowd.
Oh, jeez, I can't believe that.
That is
He
something.
yelled out from me, I yelled, "Spock!" And he goes, my friend, as Captain Kirk says, "He is my best friend."
You might have to come in and do this for us.
Wow.
Yeah,
Then I went up and I said,
Gary, what,
"He works me now." And my friend, as Captain Kirk says, "He's never let me down." And then I said, "Takeoff's always getting hurt. Why?" And my friend goes, "He's just a kid."
This is
Oh, my goodness, I hadn't heard that one.
That's fantastic.
For Gen Con, and then there in Cleveland, we did the Kirk and Spock show, and my
all
buddy
right, listen.